If you're looking for a job, you probably heard of the advice that you should get feedback on your applications. And it makes sense, right? So you can better understand what the employers are looking for, so you can know what you can improve on and iterate on your process. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about my experience of getting feedback for applying for jobs. My name's David, and I'm a freelance web developer. Currently, I'm filming this video from Seoul, South Korea, in the Incheon area, and um, just working at a coffee shop, and did some shopping yesterday, which was fun. Got some clothes from the Korean fashion, and I thought I'll make this video today to hopefully help you out. Because for me, I heard of this advice when I was doing the coding boot camp, that I should get feedback on the jobs I applied to so I can iterate and improve. So I took this advice, and I remember one time I was in an interview, and this was one that I had a good chance with, because one of my coding bootcamp tutor colleagues actually referred me for this opening, and he was in a similar situation like me. He did the same coding bootcamp earlier than me, became a tutor, and then he was able to get a full-time web development job at this company. So I was feeling good because they specifically look for bootcamp grads. I had a referral that helped me get to it, and I came to do the technical interview. And I remember doing the technical interview, and they were asking questions at the end. They were asking me if I had any questions for them. And I thought, oh, why don't I just use this opportunity to get feedback? Makes sense, right? Because I just did a technical interview with them, and I could see, get feedback on what I did. Even if I didn't get hired, I can see what I can improve on and progress with my career. But it didn't turn out well. They got that question, and then they kind of paused and looked like caught off guard, and they told me, not just off guard, but like annoyed as well. So they told me that most companies won't be able to give you feedback. Even if you ask, they won't give it to you. And they just said how they need someone that could communicate it better. So it kind of, I did get feedback, but it kind of felt bad hearing that from them. So it made me, I learned that I shouldn't really be asking for feedback from asking someone that was actually hiring. So it's not, and I also didn't end up getting the job as well. So that was one experience of me asking for feedback. And it seems like they don't like it when you do ask. But there were some times that I got feedback, not because of ask, but because they provided it. Another time was when I applied for a job that was a referral from a university, from my grad school classmate. And they gave me the feedback to him that he gave it to me, that I didn't have a computer science degree, and that's why they won't proceed with me. I had another time too, when I was applying for a coding instructor position, and they said, they gave me the feedback that I didn't have a computer science degree, so they didn't proceed with me with it. But they told me that because they wanted to hire me for like an assistant instructor position. So I did get feedback a couple of times. And as a side note, because of that feedback, I did end up getting a second bachelor's degree in computer science to improve myself and not get filtered out. So you can get feedback if it's like an easy kind of screening session. Like, do you check off the box for this? And if if it's a referral, they might have to give it to you. They might give it to you. But generally, you don't get it. And generally, they don't want to give it to you to cover their bases. So you have to read in between the lines of the feedback and see during the interview process what went wrong. Engage. You might be wrong on what your analysis is for the reason why you didn't get it, but you have to guess and keep iterating on it. And that's how you should handle feedback. You could also not directly ask for it, but just say, if you get rejected, say you're open for any feedback if they have it. Because sometimes if you ask, you get emotionally attached to the response, and if they don't answer you, you kind of feel bad, and you put it out there, you're asking for something. It's like an open loop in your mind, and if you don't get it, it's kind of bothersome because there's an open loop in your mind. So in general, you can't really ask for feedback. From my experience, it's not really practical. Employers don't like it. You just want to analyze in between the lines of where you went wrong and do your best to iterate on it. I'm a freelance web developer, so if you need help with a project, creating a website, creating an app, feel free to message me. Also, if you need help learning how to code, I provide coding coaching as well to help people who are aspiring devs. Thank you so much for watching.